That's it, right? Okay. Hello, welcome to another episode of the GNPS. It's 2021, and I'm out here with our first episode, first guest for 2021. Usually belongs behind those cameras, but today he's out here.
Yeah, we out here. You know what it do. Show boy, Tiny Films in the car. And we out here 2021. Happy New Year's, yo. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Definitely. Happy New Year. Or 2020, the weirdest, most fucked up, most longest. What else?
I'm waiting for you to say something positive, bro.
I'm starting with the bad. Most.
It sounds like you got more bad than good.
Most weirdest, most conflict-filled, sorrow. I mean, people died last year, bro.
Yeah.
And and lastly, but mostly, most productive year.
Yeah.
Oddly.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like, there's a lot to say about this year, bro. Especially with all the conspiracies that, like what we were saying earlier on, all the conspiracies that it was like, clatter. There's a lot.
From the beginning.
You know, so it's very hard to actually say, Uguti, this year was so and so year, or this year was so and so year, because there's too many things that I won't say they all make sense, but there's too many things just to believe in. Yeah, well, but then I guess this year, like 2020, like every other year, was a year of what you made it, of what you wanted to make it to be. You know, so maybe we did lose, family members and shit like that. You know, R.I.P. to everyone, man.
We still are losing people.
Yeah.
It's still going on.
Yeah.
The vaccine is at the doorstep. That's the next phase.
Apparently.
Are you taking it? Where are you, bro? Where you at? As far as the vaccine is concerned.
Nah.
Did you make that decision? Is something
Nah, I'm not taking the vaccine, dog. I ain't doing that.
Why? Humor me. Why?
I mean, like, cancer, HIV, the common cold. All this shit has been around for more than 10 years. All these things have been around for more than 10 years. And there hasn't been a vaccine for it. Corona comes for 1 year. 1 year. And there's a vaccine for it.
It's contagious. And it's...
Like the common cold?
It's fatal.
Like HIV and cancer?
It's a new virus.
Like HIV, cancer, and the common cold was?
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying that, like,
we should treat this like.
I'm just saying that, like, because of all the conspiracies that we live in, like, especially because of 2020 as well. With the vaccine coming, it's just very hard to know what to believe in, And I think most of us are going with our gut feelings now.
Yeah.
And gut feelings just say, it's too skeptical. But apparently, Bill Gates, I'm not too sure. I don't have too much information about that. On him agreeing with Ramaphosa to do, 10 million tests on South Africans. Yeah. How much? Do you know anything about that?
Nah.
Yeah. So apparently, Bill Gates and his wife, they're doing some program.
Yeah.
Where they are testing the vaccine on 10 million South Africans. South Africans or Africans, I don't know which two. Where's your laptop, dog? Come on.
So
2021, GNPS and got his laptop.
So you're saying they're running their own tests, like their own test on their own vaccine? So they're getting like...
I think it's the vaccine, because there was a vaccine, the vaccine that was announced.
Yeah, that's by Pfizer. That's the Pfizer vaccine.
So it's Pfizer, Bill Gates,
I think Pfizer and who's the other guys that have the vaccine? I think there's 2 companies running right now, who are gonna be part of the rollout.
I'm sure Bill Gates is in the mix, because it's him and his wife that are doing some kind of program here in Africa.
You mean, like, are they buying the vaccine for South Africans? or are they rolling out their own vaccine?
Well, if it's a program, then I think they're rolling out their own type of thing. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I hate like.
I don't know.
Don't wanna
The
say
only
anything.
thing I heard as far as us getting the vaccine here is that government has set aside a certain amount of money based on what Ramaphosa said on his last address.
Okay.
That a part of the money from the solidarity fund, I think, that was established when this whole thing began.
Yeah.
So they're taking some of the money there. I think there's about 200 and something million rands
Okay.
that's been allocated so that we can get the vaccine
Yeah.
when it starts rolling out. I think they said in the early second quarter of the year.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I know as far as vaccines.
Oh,
are
okay.
concerned. But now, obviously, you are saying you're not going to take it. So now let me propose to you possible scenarios.
Okay. So are you taking first of all before you propose
Me?
this to me? You taking it, yeah.
To be honest, I don't see the need. I don't. As yet, I don't see the need.
So now that's what I was also about to say, but then just carry on what you were about to say.
'Cause I'm not saying I'm not going to take it. All I'm saying is I haven't seen any concrete reasons for me personally to take it.
Also being a corona survivor as well.
Yeah, purely because, or in order for one to, okay, I don't want to say this is like, okay, there is a certain number of people that die strictly from COVID, and then, but majority of the people that die and they had corona, they die because of the other complications, which is from their comorbidities.
And then what does corona finish it off?
So obviously, yeah, it's like a corona becomes too much of a strain on your immune system. So
Okay.
obviously, everything.
So then whatever strains that you have before corona, they'll just become like a catalyst. And then when it comes together with the
No, so for instance, let's say you are diabetic. Ne?
yeah.
So when you're diabetic, that means you are immunocompromised. That means your immune system is already compromised. So now, if your body then encounters COVID,
So now, so I'm saying now, COVID is only fatal
if you have something.
So I'm so about like
It's mostly fatal when you already have
So
an illness that you are dealing with.
Straight, okay. Yeah.
So, and I don't have any illnesses that I'm living with, and
Hey, I also
I take care of myself.
I never knew that until I got corona. At the time we got corona, because General gave me corona, yo.
Officially, we never
He
got
gave
it.
We had it, bro.
We
We
don't
both
know
were
that.
going. We both were going through the same thing. We were man down, bro. We were out of it.
We don't know that. That's not a fact. Did you go test?
Well, that's just not. That is gonna be positive. Man.
No, bro.
They say nah, I suppose it's positive.
Ever heard of a false negative or asymptomatic?
Asymptomatic, yes. You check.
Yeah.
So I
we
feel
don't
like-
know what we were because we never got tested.
But we were sick, dog.
I
think I had it
say
twice.
We had the symptoms.
I feel like I had it twice, dog.
I never felt like that, like how I felt back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, but it was only 2 days, Nakon. It wasn't like long.
3-ish. 4.
For you,
3-4.
for me, it was 2.
Nah, we both, bro.
It was 2 days.
We
bro.
both went through the same shit. We both confirmed the same shit. Everything. Everything.
What were we
Everything.
doing? What were we doing before that?
What you mean?
I think we were shooting something.
We were just shooting a couple of shit.
We were shooting a video, like us, I think.
Oh, you think we got it, guys? Hello, Shin Streets. See on HO?
I too. Yeah.
Yo, I didn't see a mosque in sight, up here.
Hey, bro, there was no mask from the time we got there. They say Marshall. We even said like, I know it's life as usual. Yeah.
Paul way, hello, Shin. That's in my car because I also went to in my car. Went on go. for Christmas, and there's no such thing as a mask there.
Social distancing.
Social, what's that, dog? Like, and I'm like, so I felt like, like, cause I just came like, I guess I was always that guy that masiya emakhaya uma ngiqhwebethe ngasikhuluma isigisi. So now when I'm much older, when I go that side, like I don't want to be ever like, Vela, I have green hair, but like I don't want to be subjected as I love chichalon, I love chichalon, city boy, but I never no cheese. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now because of Corona, I was like, so I was looking like that guy, which I did like, because now the guy is coming there, like, I don't know if I was overlooking it, but now he's going through everything, he's touching everyone, he's putting his hands on the gates, he's wiping his face, he's wearing no mask and poorly. I'm like, so now I'm looking like that, so I'm trying not to, but then again, I'm like, nah, there's probably Corona swimming around here.
Hey, on Monday, I think I went to the park on Essenwood Road.
Yeah.
And I think this was when did Surya announce that there was going to be a lockdown? On Monday.
The 29th.
Was it on Monday? On
Monday night.
Yeah. So Tuesday, the next day, I go to the park to exercise. So I'm going there. Okay, obviously I got the mask because I heard that, okay, if you're outside, if you're in public spaces, you got to wear a mask.
Otherwise you get arrested.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, wear your masks, yo. Make sure.
So I get there, and there's this white lady. She's walking a dog. And there's this Indian guy who's just chilling there on the side on those wooden rails.
Yeah.
And I think he's waiting for his mates. They're doing laps. So he doesn't have a mask. And this old white lady walks past and then walks the other direction. And when he's at a distance, she starts shouting, "Mask over your face!"
She made sure she was far.
I'm thinking, is she talking to me? I'm like, wait, I got the mask on my face. And then she carries on, "Mask on your face!"
Yo.
And I'm like, this dude is like, he keeps on ignoring her. And then she says, "This is why the numbers are going up in South Africa. I'm going to put you on video."
That's heavy. That is heavy. Is that there by the old age home?
Yeah.
The lady from the old age home.
I don't know whether she's from there, but like, she was walking a dog.
Eesh.
I'm like, "Old lady, why aren't you at home? Why are you out here in the streets?"
Why are you even out here?
Yeah. Like I'd be at home. If I was you, I'd be at home. Because, I mean, it's tough. You know, when you get older, your shit don't work the same, bro. Yeah, you can tell. You feel it. Like, even I can't stay up until, like, now. I used to, like, kunzi mood in Klale until, like, cross night and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm not that old, but, like, that shit is getting hard to do. So I understand when niggas stay up until they're 50 in the club, dog.
Lifestyle.
That's talent.
Lifestyle. Hard work.
That's a superpower.
It's hard work right there.
That's a superpower.
Hard work.
I can't. So, I mean, like, but 2020 wasn't just like all downhill.
Nah, Corona did like cloud a lot of our judgments, but yeah, it definitely wasn't.
I mean, like, there's also like the goodness that came out of the presence of Corona. I mean, with everything on lockdown, it's just like I felt like, okay, everyone keeps saying this, especially when they come on this podcast, that it evened up the scales or the playing field. You know. If you look at, especially even in what we are doing in podcasting, now there's a whole lot, much more bigger audience, you know, that are into podcasts. So
because more people are watching and listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a good side to this whole thing. That's number one.
Yeah.
And I mean, outside of that, it gave people time to work on new ideas or on ideas that they already had. They just never found time to work on them. You know, I mean, even you started shooting on my skits, the tiny skits.
Yeah. That was very experimental. It was very fun.
And when are we getting more of those?
I don't want to make any empty promises, with the skits. It was like, especially when I start doing something, I'm very excited about it. So, it was my first time kind of like doing dialogue scenes. And I love that recording was with the iPhone. Yeah, but see, I think I have a little bit better sound now. Not the best, but a little bit better sound now. That I can do better shit now. But I guess, quite honestly, this year taught me the importance of like being able to plan shit and being able to arrange it. And that just makes it easier to be able to do things. I did a lot of that planning and arranging. But then I didn't keep my mind on the fact that with the planning and arranging, especially if it's like personal things that you want to do, that you want to get done, you must understand, Uguti, like you can't make your idea or whatever it is that you want to do set on so and so to be on these whereabouts at this specific timing. Yeah, well, because now if this so and so is not even there, you can even forget about the other points because it's already fucked up. Yeah, well, so then I kind of like I gotta take responsibility of my own ideas. I can't blame anyone else if I can't execute my ideas. Well, which is now what happened. Like, and I'm grateful that I got like a nice flow in the beginning, and because of someone's absence, it showed me no, it can't just be your thing can't just be based on this person's absence or on this person's presence. Sorry, because now if they're absent, look what happens. And that's what it showed me. It would say, if they're absent, this is what happens. So I must be able to adapt and overcome. So it was nice in the beginning, but okay, it was dependent on another party. Party wasn't there. And it also kind of made me back out. So, but then, definitely now I have that lesson. I would like to carry it. I don't say I would like to carry it into the new year. I just like to carry it, going further.
Yeah.
I like to carry that and just try to work from that. So I enjoy skits, and I enjoy doing what I enjoy. So I guess I will do more skits. But like I forgot who asked me that at the time. Like, I don't know. I think they said I should do a film, or they were asking me when am I going to do a film. Yeah. And then I wanted to be like, psh, I obviously have a film,
Yeah.
But like, I know in what sense they were asking me at. Yeah. And if I be honest with myself, in the sense that they were asking me at, I don't have a film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean as well.
Yeah.
So I guess that's one of the besides my skits. I think skits is just practice towards that. I like. There's people that do skits like continuously and they just
forever
kill
they
them,
stay on them.
and they don't have to do a full film, but they just kill them. Yeah. But personally, I think because I want to do films, skits is a very cool practice. Yeah, bro. And I definitely don't believe Uguti. Once I start doing big films, that's when I'll be a big or professional filmmaker. Because I guess having that mentality, once you get there to shooting there, you'll feel like that's it. But it's not it. Yeah, bro. It's still about whatever you want it to be, which most of us go into it wanting to tell stories. Yeah, bro. Wanting to put things to visual life. Yeah, bro. Visual audio life. So now, if we feel like with the much that we have now, with its DSLR, and we feel like we're not doing the storytelling, then now it doesn't make us do it for the purpose of storytelling. It just kind of stretches us to do it to the purpose of wanting to be established or whatever you define as established. Yeah, well, now that just takes
Just
away,
chasing a status.
you know. So, because of what society or what most people think professional is, well, I think being a professional, I think we're all professionals
Yeah.
because we do what we do with enthusiasm and the passion that we do it at. I think now that is being a professional at what you do. Yeah, bro. So whatever you do and you truly believe in it, I think you're pro in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And, you know, going back on what you touched on with the thing of understanding that, you know, and I think that your ideas shouldn't rely on another party.
Yeah.
In order for them to move forward. I think that's very important for anyone who wants to start anything.
To understand.
Yeah, like I feel like it's very important to understand that in order for your idea to get off the ground and start moving somewhere, you have to be the one that's there the whole time.
Definitely.
The only reason it shouldn't go forward is because you are missing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be because you know,
Definitely.
because in life you cannot guarantee tomorrow. You know, so you don't know what's gonna happen the next day.
Definitely. 100%.
Last year we saw you winning your first award. I mean, in something that you, no offense to anyone who's gone to school for it, but like, I mean, it's something that people do go to school for.
Yeah.
I mean, best videography in Durban, as far as Durban Creative Awards are concerned.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
I mean, that's recognition from your peers.
Yeah. Shout out.
In the industry that you're functioning in.
Shout out.
You know, that's big. How did it feel? I mean, winning your first award.
Well, disclaimer, it's not my first award.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like my 11th award.
Videography award.
It's my first award in the creative or artistic or videography field.
Oh, okay.
You know, the other awards had been for sports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I said one is sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just screaming tiny films.
Yeah, straight up.
When
I was actually tired. But anyways, for that, I guess it was a very cool feeling, man. It was very cool. It's not that I lenting inside, I think it's It's not that. It's just that it's very cool to not to have the assurance to go see about some people believe in me as much as I believe in me. Yeah, bro. And even if it's not 1,000 or 2,000, even if it's like a good 2 people, 5 people, well, that's cool enough. And the messages that I also got, I think that was very cool from it all. The messages that I got from it, of people letting me know how it inspires them and motivates them, and people telling me how much they believed in me. It's a very cool thing to get back from just me doing my shit that I enjoy the most. It just, for me, it kind of just, it's like, I don't know, I just look at it as the way the universe works, man. Like, just staying true to your thing, doing it out of just passion and enjoyment. Then you get these ways that reward you in ways that maybe you never thought of. Yeah. And for me, it was cool being nominated. But going out there and winning it was more them than it was me. It's more believing in me than it was me believing in me. Because I do believe in me. You know, every piece that I make, everything that I send out there, that's me. That's like me being very like, shit, I did it. Yeah, bro. And then the award was them now saying, bro, you did it, or you deserve it. You know, which is, I'm very grateful for everyone. Yeah.
And I mean, now your reputation within the industry, amongst your peers or colleagues, I could say it's well renowned. So you sort of have established yourself in terms of your work in the local entertainment industry, so to say.
Yeah.
Would you say that the people within the space are accommodative to new people coming in? I mean, I'm a young cat out there who also would like to go with the self-taught route, you know, just like a Tiny Films. So when it gets to that point now where you are, because you are fully functional as far as the Durban entertainment industry is concerned.
Yeah.
Are the people accommodative, or have you met people who are accommodative in terms of saying, "Hey,
people in the same field as me, or
yeah,
people in the same field as me?"
yes,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. I've met some great people actually.
such as let's name drop."
Name drop. Shout out to Firstly. You know, been looking out for me for a long time now. Uspa PSP. Man, that's a talented old man. Nah, I'm joking. He's not an old man, but yeah, nah, he's like instantly from the first time, he needed someone else, and then that someone recommended me. Who's another person that I had met was Te. Was Te from E Lift Off. Was Te, yeah, and I had worked with him on a gig. I had been recommended by he's a mate of mine. I knew him from like 2 years ago, but now he shoots Msholos, Uluyanda Zoom. He shoots on Mbewu now. So he had recommended me, and then I worked with Ian Uste, and then Uste recommended me to Uspa, and then I worked with Uspa. And then when I worked with Uspa, from that time we clicked, and it would just shoot after shoot after shoot. He's the one that kind of got me shooting as well at clubs, because I've been shooting. That's how I've kind of been meeting more people. It's because I started shooting at clubs, which has been very cool as well. But yeah, I guess I put at the top of the list was Pa.
Yeah.
You know, it's Pa, then you have Uste, then you have Usenzo. Usenzo naye ushutho nomsizi, bengazi umsizi kuqala umsizi Nxumalo. I'm sure they know him well. Yeah. He has a studio up in Windermere. And then through naye Uspa. Oh, I met Utube Lens the same day as I met Uspa. But then I had seen Utube Lens a couple of other times. Utube Lens as well is a very cool guy. Yeah. I thought it was a dick. Before I met him. I don't know why.
Why do we have like weird perceptions about
No,
people?
Bro. You know what it is. You know what it is, though. Let me be straight up, you know.
Yeah.
Utube, he is crushing the music video game, bro.
Dog.
It's fucking clean
dog.
shit, dog.
Shout out at my level, dog.
Manje, after our friends, after Utankin, our school friends, after Ipton's camera.
Hey yo, any of you other rappers do shit like that?
Yeah, I'm gone. You're putting my camera on a Kindle. I'm gone. No, I forgot the first. I think Utube. Imagine Utube when I came in, but like when I started, he was like the first person. He's like the first name that I kind of knew, like locally. About Utube Dance, and it was like for me, it was like Air Force. I was like, I'm better than that, you know. But like actually working with these people, it kind of showed me like, but very early, I'm grateful for that. Very early, no, it's not even about that, dog. It's not about that, yeah, bro. And how can I forget? Oh, Bablamin.
I was about to ask.
Umali Minor.
Ngizokubuza ekugcineni.
Ish.
Ngithi umkhohlwa kanjani? Udlamini.
Igama lakho lokushutha phela Umali Minor. So, hey, Umar is like he's an old man.
Yeah.
I ain't even making that up.
I know. So buya sikhulume Sophia Dlamini.
Oh, fair okay, but I'm just saying now but he's the one that made me realize it's a community, dog. You know, and I'm not blaming the community, but I guess it's what I had been exposed to in the beginning. You know, because I was very inquisitive. I was very inquisitive in the beginning, Gucci. When I'll go out and I have my camera and I'm shooting somewhere and I see someone else shooting, I'll be like, hey, Ganje, how you do? How's this, bro? I'm just saying that because I'm not too sure on the questions that I was asking at that time. But if I look at it now, the only reason why they were looking at me the way they looked at me, which is unfortunately I had come across those type of people. Obviously don't know who they were. Because I used to shoot with D1300 Canon, you know, and they're here with the mirrorless cameras. I'm here with a beginner entry level Canon camera, a camera that can hardly record a video. Shoots at 30 frames. It's the highest frame rate it shoots at, 30 frames, you know. So I didn't know these things. So but still, like I was just asking, and then like I'd felt this though. I'd felt the energy. They're like, bro, you on your own. You know, you're on your own. You're not at the top. Work for it. Get to the top. But I don't give a shit about you. I'm working with this guy, but I don't give a shit about him. Now that's what I thought it was. So automatically, I don't give a shit about this guy. I'm better than this guy.
So now you developed that attitude from that.
From my first days. And Nakonage, what clouded up my judgment as well was also built on top of Uguti, like I had the frustration, Uguti, I don't have that. Yeah, but I'm not exposed to that. So it polluted my mindsets very. Yeah, bro. So and then when I was finally got my hands on better shit, yeah, bro, like 750D, yeah, bro, and then like using gimbals and shit. Then now I had to mind Uguti, like now I'm on top of the world, you know, fuck anyone. Yeah, bro. But
you just show up and do your shit.
You know, that was very early, for just a short while, because I started meeting people.
Yeah.
I started meeting better people. I started meeting realer people, and then it was like, nah, dog, we all bros. It's all a fam. Yeah, boy. We all sisters as well, because I've also shot with a couple of ladies. Yeah, boy. So it's just that type of thing. So now it's big. Yeah, when I bumped into him, we also instantly clicked. Man, I love his work. I really love his work. Shout out to him.
Same here, bro.
And I actually want to have him on my next podcast because I was thinking about, like, for the New Year's stuff. So Effects Durban Rock was the only event that actually happened. And it was pre-recorded. Yeah. And Sube was in that crew. Yeah, he also...
Anything in Omako, you know, that's visually concerned.
Yeah.
You know, to be...
50-50, because it's also Pilot Films in the mix as well. Yeah. Yeah, well, but then Fortune Films.
If it's not him shooting, he's doing BTS.
Yeah. You know, so he's out here. Yeah. He's out here. Yeah. You know, so so that's very cool. That's record breaking. You know what I mean? He's part of that. Yeah, well. So I'd rather soak up this greatness from these people that are doing these things here than me to just try look for some sort of competition. Yeah, but competition for what? To be on top of what? Yeah, but we all just want to express this shit. Let's express it. Like, why not express it together if we're all vibing together? Yeah, bro. So now that's what I've been exposed to from meeting all these people. Yeah, bro. Vele, we all gotta eat. We all need to eat. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but it's no need, Mina, generally. You Buddha winner as a competition, as if there's a finish line that you and I are working towards.
Because when you started your thing, what you're doing, you had your own visions and own goals.
Yeah.
And same thing on my side. Like I have my own visions and own goals. So why now when I meet you, I suddenly see a need for our goals to compete?
Yeah, well,
When it could be much more beneficial if
exactly.
if we both get to our goals and we are side by side like this.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What that mean it, dog? Which I mean for me, I feel like, or that's the one person that I've, being so as close as I am to you, Udlamin is someone that has played a huge role in such a sense that he made a difference in your life and your work, that it started making a difference on my work and in my life.
Oh shit. That's dope.
So
He never said that.
no, absolutely. There's no cap behind that.
Yeah.
And
Because I always come to you and I give the credits from where I've sourced whatever I'm going to say to you.
Exactly.
Because that's what it's about. Like, I'm not going to just come say it to you on some, like, I'm the wise man.
you're the genius.
Nah.
So his presence, like, I've never even met him. But like his presence in your life has filtered so much goodness that it's filtered and trickled down into my life.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying, that you stepped into a brotherhood, so to say, because you not even together, but like with respect, it's a full on brotherhood. Everyone takes care of one another, and you guys work together very well. Just if you could let us in on the type of relationship that you have with Udlamin.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know if it most or sometimes I could say it with my chest that he's a dick. Cause he's very hard. He's very hard. But like he's so, for me, his hardness, like, it just reminds me sometimes, Yoguti, like, people make mistakes. Because you look at it, Yoguti, like, how can a man filled with so much wisdom, filled with so much lessons, like, either piss you off or upset you, which is the same thing. But, like, it makes you look at it, Yoguti, like, nah, you got to chill down from everything that he's told you for you to maybe get worked up or whatnot because of this. For me, it kind of looks like that. Like, you're good to, like, nah, you got to chill down. Because now that's me looking at his thickness and me talking about, how it comes out. And he swears a lot. But now, from all the good points, is like it's just full of lessons. And it kind of reminds you, well, it kind of I do bear it in mind, but it kind of like reminded me and highlighted the fact, so Gucci, like, that's what interactions is about. Yeah, boy. You meet someone for 6 months, yeah, boy, and you feel like they've taught you lifetime lessons. Yeah, boy. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, boy. Lifetime lessons like me telling you how to tie your shoelaces. Yeah, boy. Those are lifetime lessons. Yeah, boy. So with him, I think it's been a great experience, a great journey with him. Very, very life changing. Besides the film game, but like life changing, because very. I always say, Guti, like, everything is one. So what you learn in working out general is what I could learn in shooting. Yeah, bro. Maybe there's something you're trying to do, certain workout, but you can't do it. Yeah, but you have to work towards it. Same with me. Like, maybe I'm trying to get towards a certain type of style, and I have to work towards it. But the lesson that you and I have taken out of there is consistency. Yeah, bro. So that's what I've seen, that like a lot of these things he would like just pick out, and yes, this is this, but okay, look at life. Yeah, bro. Like a lot of it. Every opportunity he gets, that's what it is. That's what it is. Make sure he has a piece of knowledge. He has a piece of knowledge. Yeah, bro. A very, very loving, caring man. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, he's a great, great example.
I'm looking forward to meeting Udlamin one day.
Yeah, you may see him. Yeah, he's also like, because I met them at the same time. But I've spent more time with Udlamin. But then Mayo is like, he's also, like, because he knows, like, he always emphasizes how I'm young, and I mustn't fuck up. Yeah, well, I must stay true to this, do this. Well, not specifically this, but then don't fuck it up. You got time, you got opportunity.
Yeah. How does it feel? I mean, as a young man, being surrounded by people who are probably who are, say, beyond their prime or almost beyond their primes of the years. I mean, they well within the adulthood. Yeah. Utlamin is married. I mean, Mayo is married as well. Yeah, bo. And also me and I'm dialect now.
So I'm actually very grateful because everyone knows. I'm tired of trying to say a song. So I'm actually very grateful, dog, because it's something I was actually looking at, because I do a lot of reflections, because last time you were telling me about how you do your spiritual reflections in the shower. Is it fine if I
No,
tell
it's fine.
It's too late.
Fine. It's not like they know when I shower.
So now I do my reflections sometimes, when I just have time to myself. So, because I'm very grateful, like, grateful for everything. I'm very, very grateful, bro. So sometimes I do, though, just like list the things I'm grateful for, like in my head, and just sit there. So, but one of the things I've noticed this year is I've been very much surrounded by like different generations. Yeah, bro. So from Utlamin being 50, yeah, bro, to Umeiwa being early 40s, to Nakuzana, I'm name dropping people's ages. But to Nakuzana, Usandile.
Yeah.
Usandile Madlali is also he does graphic design. He's from the office as well. I met him at the office.
Yeah.
But him being at that age, surrounded by Andy Lemchali, he's another guy that's also working there at offices. Jomo, now we're just being a little bit younger. And then we go to Ospa, them just being a little bit younger. Which is now your age. So Ospa, your age. And then you go a little bit younger where you have OQ. O to B. And then you come down to me. And then you will go down to people that I shoot for. But they're also a little bit younger than me. Now it's a whole generation that now that will like grip something from. But now what I'm grateful for now is two things. Me, the ability to be able to try, and that's my primary, can't emphasize primary any more than that, because like my primary purpose is now I just want to soak up what I can from you, because I'm not just meeting up or knowing you just because you were in the same place as I was, or you were doing the same thing that I was. There's a fucking reason for that. So the fact that now I'm surrounded by these generations, why is that so? I gotta know. Like that's where we get lessons. That's how we grow as people from other people. It's in they're saying it's Zulu. Yeah, boy. You can never ever be someone can never be too young from you to learn from them. Someone can never be too old for you to learn from them.
And I can also emphasize that, with me, like, I mean, being around you and Q, I find myself learning from you guys, a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit that I'm interested in that you guys know. And it comes easy for you guys. Yeah. And, so it's easier to learn from you guys.
Yeah, sure.
And like, this year I was looking at something, I was like, in our relationship, I feel like, you know, this is our first revolution. This is our first 360.
Mm.
Because when I first met you, you had just started, you just picked up the camera,
Yeah.
you know, and if I hadn't even began podcasting, it was still something I just talk about.
Mm.
And here we are now this year. I've been podcasting. You've now started your own podcast.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out to Jenna and Janela, man.
Behind the creation.
One
Go
of the
check
biggest inspirations. His inspiration was Joe Rogan. My inspiration was Jenna and Janela. That's all I gotta say.
and on the other hand, I can now have the guts to sit down and actually try my hand at editing a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Whereas when I first met you and I'd see you open a Prem, I'd be like,
shit. At least I don't have to go through that. Good luck. I know the works. at least that's on me.
So, you know, and that's just testament and fact to prove what I'm saying, that, you know, when you are around people, you have to learn something and you have to see a change. You have to see difference. And within our relationship, I feel like, you know, it's been such a beneficial relationship for me. And it's probably like in a short space of time. So I can only imagine like what's going to happen in future, you know, as time goes by, because you are also growing. So you're not stopping. So the lessons will never stop.
They can't.
So the one thing that I you know, that between you and I, we do tend to find ourselves talking about mostly, not even mostly, but like, you know, here and there, it's a topic that arises. I mean, like mental health and spirituality and health in general, you know. For you right now in 2021, how do you maintain good mental health and spiritual health and physical health?
So I think it's very hard. Right, now I'm talking about like, okay, let me just try to talk about it in general. So I think now it's very hard which is what I was kind of talking about just earlier on now.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing I was talking about, you know, with me making the skits and it being reliance on them. Yeah, bro. That wasn't healthy for me doing I'm a skits. So now, same as life, same as mental healthness itself, it won't be healthy if it's dependent on someone else. Yeah, bro. So now, if you think that, hi, Gabi, you're in a relationship and you're mentally healthy because of that relationship, yeah, bro, what happens if now in the relationship you do not come to a certain agreement? Automatically, your mental health, when aware, it becomes fucked up. Yeah, bro. So now what I'm trying to say is a good team. The only time you'll find true mental healthness is through yourself. Yeah, bro. Through yourself. So now, what am I doing to trying to achieve this mental healthness? Yeah, bro. I'm trying to understand what Nguba I mean. That's me spending more time with myself. That's me when I'm alone. I don't feel bored. Yeah, bro. Because I'm trying to understand myself. Yeah, bro. How kwabanye abantu shuthi ngobhora abanye abantu.
You go figure out other people instead of yourself.
Yeah, you know. So I think I believe Uguti, the best way to achieve your mental healthness is more time with yourself. Spending more time with yourself. Yeah, bro. And not to feel like you're lonely. But you're alone. It's fine. You're alone and it's fine. You're not lonely. Yeah, bro. Because that just brings you to a certain state of mind. Once you're in a certain state of mind, you're able to look at everything kanjena, and because we all know what's wrong and we all know what's right. Yabo. But when we're with people that tend to be clouded up, yabo, because sometimes we just want to live for the now. Asifuna ukuyincisha ngoba vela ungayincishi shiya kanjalo phela ungayincishi yabo, which is now, what does that mean manje ukuthi ungayincishi ayincishini yabo. Yo, Ricky Rick, that's a banger track. I ain't saying it in a bad way. No track.
It's funny that people take certain music literally, and like certain music they'll just ignore. Like there's so many songs that sing about positive shit.
But
people never take it literally.
I don't want us to go into the topic of music,
Yeah.
but then it's about what sells as well.
Yeah.
Which is the temporary shit.
Yeah, I guess we out here for the now.
Yeah, man. So, not that Ricky sound is temporary though. Shit, why am I sounding like this? Ricky, bro.
This is
I'm a true fan.
You're about to witness a moment when a Ricky fan realizes that.
No, I didn't even.
Ricky.
It's just that he knows what he did. He knows what he did, and he did it well. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I say about people like Ricky? He knows how to capture a moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all. Let's leave it there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Sorry. So now what I'm saying is now, right. Two or three things that you got to do in order for you to achieve mental healthness. More time alone. Uznilishe in nice time.
The so-called.
Uznilishe.
No, but who said you can't have a nice time or it?
We could definitely have a nice time, but I'm saying we know what we define as a nice time. We know, and you can't have a nice time.
But why?
We know what's a nice time, but you can't have a nice time alone. You can have a nice time alone. Got die a nice time. Yeah, don't think so. Exactly. Yeah. Well. So spend time alone. It's a nice time. A nice time. It's a nice time.
Yeah, let's continue. Don't mind Q.
And stay true to your morals and your values.
What if I don't have morals?
If you do not have those, I was about to say, if you do not have those, hey, nice time hard. Nice time hard. Just go collect yourself. You got to be honest to yourself. Gucci, no, this is what I live by. And you only know that if now, when once you have set up your day, it's like say when you hand.
You change all your plans.
Change my plan like daily pants. Or you wake up at saying, and then that's all you asking people. Hey, it's in my plan. Why are you latching onto people's plans? What's your plan?
True.
You know what I mean?
True. When you tell Lizolo what namhlanje uzokwenza.
No. So I mean, if I say okay, I feel to so sugar fits, missing shake cause the pan of it's ngagwi lighthouse if it's. I'm more as when you latching onto my morals now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so when you
that's not your shit.
You open for anything. That's what I'm saying. That's when you don't have morals and values.
Yeah. So
you gotta go.
I guess you shouldn't even complain.
Exactly.
When shit starts going wrong.
Yeah. So you sit down, you spend time with yourself. You know what attracts you. You know what's not nice for you. Yeah, bro. Once you know those things, then you can set out your morals and values. And it's not even a good it's a physical thing you write down. I'm sure 90% of us haven't written our values and morals down.
You know,
but we feel it.
You know, most people would look at you and look at your life and be like, "Hello, mhlamba, akaphuzi, akagroovy," and when, like, I know mhlamba, maybe some of your peers. This is just me saying, and I mean, now.
I don't drink.
And I don't drink. I don't go out.
I don't drink.
You make me feel like, yeah, bored. Well, according to normal life, well, how everybody lives. And yet you still get your shit unlocked. Like you still get to your jobs. Like angeke kuthiwa hayi uTiny akafikanga at a gig cause useliwe or he was too drunk and he got passed out or, or
Happened once.
uyaphuza,
Yeah.
that type of thing, you know. There's none of that shit. So I mean, how do you maintain living a young man's lifestyle, you know, and still being able to make sure that you get to your plans and you execute all your plans?
I'm a morals, no values. What we're just speaking about.
Which are?
Which are, if I've dedicated myself to something, I gotta do it. Yeah, boy. Besides me feeling shit about it, like then that's a failed mission. And in Bilog is about a mission, Shama mission, fail. But you give yourself a target. Once you've gotten to the target, you finish the mission. Next mission. Now you're on to the next mission. Yeah, boy. So if I haven't fulfilled that, then I haven't done my mission. So now I'm not living for the purpose of my life. What am I living for? A nice time, which is a temporary time. Yeah, boy. Temporary, dog. We can't live for the temporary times. We can't. Because temporary times stay as yesterday, stay as the day before yesterday, stay as last week, stay as last month, stay as last year. Yeah, boy. But what you do that you want to, whatever you're doing that you wanted to declare your tomorrow, you know that it could affect your next week, your next month, your next year. Yeah, boy, so I think Guti, I'm grateful for the fact that I try, because that was my New Year's resolution for 2019 coming to 2020. Yeah, boy, before Corona. Fuck. When, you know, life was still normal. But anyways, so Utina had asked, a friend of mine had asked Guti, what are your New Year's resolutions? And I told her, Guti, no, is to be able to make decisions based on long-term pleasure rather than short-term. Yeah, bro. So, which is now what I always put in front of my mind. You're good to see, okay, will this benefit me now or for the times to come? Yeah, bro. So now, which is what I try to work towards. Yeah, bro. But I feel this certain itch, yeah, bro, when I'm just sitting there and I'm doing nothing. Yeah. Like, I don't want to put out there how much shit that I do that's not for money versus the shit that I do.
Say it.
No.
You know why. You know why
Wait.
you should say it.
Nah.
So that these young kids can know what it takes to get to where you are.
I'll just say, yeah, Guti, 80% of the things that people have seen is shit that I've done through passion. Just because I want to do it, just because I feel it. 20% of it is work. Yeah, bro. So that's the ratio.
So how do I stomach 80% that doesn't put shit on my table, and it's just drive, and I only get paid for the other 20%.
Stomach sounds. How do you stomach it? It sounds like how you gonna eat this, you know, versus just eating something. So it's not something that you have to try to live through. It's just something that you want to do. Something that like that you feel like, if I don't do this, then I don't feel good. You know, that's when something is a passion. That's when something is embedded. That's when something, and that's what I believe it is. Yeah, well, so I don't even come across those mindsets. You could say like, but how am I going to do this? Not being there. Yeah, well, obviously, if I'm not into something, 2020 has also made me much realer in the game, because if I'm not into something, I'm saying no. I'm saying no. And I don't care. But I don't care now if you think good thing no I'm a dick, no look. Yeah. I worked hard to be where I'm at now. Yeah, bro. And now if you come to me and tell me Guti, but you come into the mindset Guti, no, you have 500k followers, you can put me on, or you can put me up there, and you have this bullshit thing that I'm not into, no, I'm good. I'm good, you know, because I know that's now me doing something for short term. It's not me doing something for long term. And now what I told you right now, It's my morals. I want to stay true to my morals. So the morals that I've built for myself, I want to do things that are going to give me long-term pleasure rather than short-term pleasure. Yabo.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Well said. Well said. You couldn't have put it any better.
That's what it is.
I mean, let's talk about your baby, your brand new baby, which is Behind the Creation podcast.
Yeah, you know what he do.
Which is currently on episode. Q just moved the camera. Don't mind him.
Touch the camera. He always does that. He bumped my camera. Apologies to episode 2.
I think we must
just fill up my cup.
We must get rid of this guy. We will only call him to lift things. Let's hang up. Let's bring it. Come this side.
Hey, relax, dude. What kind of language is that?
How much time the queue? We're on an hour. Okay, let's go for another 30.
I thought we were at 30.
Let's go for another 30.
Yeah. You're saying about my brand new baby? Yeah, you know what it do. BTC. Behind the Creation. Shout out, bro.
Hey.
Shout out to you, actually, Doug. Shout out to you. I'm going to be honest, like, podcasting, I guess it was going to come across my radar, like a little bit later. In terms of the film industry and everything like that. And then, thanks, bro.
Thank you, Q.
Served by a light-skinned nigga. I think my podcast was going to come across my path, like, later on in my industry, like, in my career. But I kind of bang egg when in terms of filming them. I was going to probably listen to them and everything. But yeah. But very early, like, because we started doing this last year, dog.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing a lot of it.
Actually,
sorry,
2019.
2019. That's when I started doing 2 years. No, not 2 years ago. But yeah, 2019. I was, let me not be that guy. I was almost that guy. Anyways, 2019 though, like it was very early. Like I think 2019 was like kind of the beginning of me doing my shit. So that was like in the beginning stages of my shit. So when you start doing that shit, it gave me from the beginning. It gave me a different perspective on my podcast. And then there's something that you said to me. I don't know if you quoted it or it was you, but it stuck with me for such a long time when you were like, you feel like everyone should have a podcast for what they're fucking doing.
Yeah, it's a quote.
And it kept on itching me, bro. I'm like, damn, that's so true though. Like,
it's a quote. Joe Rogan always says that. Yeah,
oh,
Joe Rogan always says that. Like, I feel the same way too. Like, I just feel like, there's not enough podcasts. There's not enough.
So now I was saying that. I was saying it. Yeah, boy. To an extent where I wanted to start mine, I initially started. But then when I had to speak to Unaled on episode 2, Grabe, shout out, bro. You were episode 1, dog. Don't worry. Yeah,
I think the reason you didn't mention Grabe is because I think you've been talking to.
I was about to say the same thing. And I would say, like, I didn't value that convo. It was cool.
It was another valuable conversation.
Yeah, but like we always speak very, and we worked a lot in 2020. I finally got. I didn't mention that as well. I finally got opportunity to work with the choir, but dog. For me, that was very cool, bro. That was very, very. I don't know if you'll understand or could see like how much it meant to me.
Well, if he's watched the previous 2 episodes, he'll understand.
Yeah. But it meant a lot to me. It was very cool for me. Because of the great things he's done, the fucking great creations he's come with, though.
Dog.
But anyways, so
I still need you on the intro title. I asked him to do an intro title for for the GNPS.
Yeah, I saw you remove mine. Is it like that?
That's like how you found that?
I was editing and I was like, where is it? It's gone. I ain't editing GNPS no more. This is my last podcast. Which camera? Switch to this camera. Okay, audio waves, this side. This is the last podcast I am editing for GNPS.
That's a lie.
Nah, so as I say, what was I saying?
Yeah, you were saying you got a chance to work
Yeah,
with
so
Ikwabe.
yeah, it's cool. But I'm saying now, so the statement should go to like everyone should have a podcast for what they're doing. Unaledi made me feel that more than I was saying it all the time. Yeah, well, I don't know if that sounds weird. Then I said she made me feel it. Is that weird?
Nah,
Okay.
it ain't.
So
It ain't. We're talking about creativity here. We're talking about creativity.
So she made me feel in the sense of good. Now, when I was sitting down with her as a creative, behind a creation, because that's what this podcast is solely about. You know, follow behind the creations. Behind the creation _ that's a podcast by Tiny Films. Your boy in the couch, you know what he do.
Yeah, you'll explain later what the podcast is about.
Now, when I was talking to una lady, I was like, "This is what it's about." Like, there's so many things that I related with her. You know, there's so much that she wanted to get out there that she had bottled in, but she took it out.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, and it was, for me, it was like,
and I felt it when we were shooting and when I was watching it.
I was also goosebumped up, dude, dog. I was sitting there goosebumped up.
The end, dog.
Yo, disclaimer, I was high as a motherfucker. Disclaimer.
Anyway, you held it down. You held your own. Not that bad.
So, many notes I've taken from this man, by the way. Shout out to you, dog. Although I always expected you to give me the 411. Maybe after the first episode, but James is the one that gave me a 411 after the first episode. He sent me like a 3-minute voice note, 3-minute 54 seconds type of voice note.
Nah,
he's like, "Hey, dog."
Still early days. But you know what? For me,
I used to tell you from early days.
No, well, you had to, because that was a crash course. You know, when that was the first time the plane flew after the Wright brothers had built the plane. That's how it was. Yeah. So we needed everyone's attention.
Baba, we both have podcasts now. So they play Nile deal. Yeah. They play Nile deal.
Yeah. Shout out to Major Leagues, man.
And Casper. We're saying one thing, but it's fucking catchy.
Dog.
Hey,
you know, Leango, my puma was like, Casper, that's a little Ricky.
Casper's out here.
But in any case, bro, like, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Q, what was I talking about?
I'm lit.
Shit. I guess we're gonna miss that point.
Really?
Shit.
Hey, leave us alone.
That's early.
Oh. What were we talking about, Kappa?
Okay, we were talking about BTC.
Yeah. I was talking about Naledi.
Naledi. And I was about to.
Oh, you landed the plane.
Oh yeah, in the beginning. That was
when we were together.
Yeah,
then I said we both on the podcast.
Yeah. So I'm saying I don't wanna give you pointers now because first few episodes. One thing I can remember about myself, I was, even if I go and look at them now, it's so painful, dog.
Yeah,
so what's painful because you could see that I'm
this shit.
You can see that, you know, I'm new at that, you know, and I'm trying.
Yeah, I remember you was actually telling me that.
I'm trying to find myself in this whole thing, like, you know.
Yeah.
And somewhere I'd feel like in the middle of an episode I'd be like I'm at home, and then suddenly it's like I feel like shit, what the hell am I doing? Why are these cameras on? These lights,
shit.
this person.
And that was early days, bro.
Yeah. So like my I know
we used to shoot with the ENG. I wouldn't even tell. I don't even tell you where we got it from. It don't even matter. That don't matter.
They don't matter. Anyway, we shot them, and they came out clean.
Shout out.
Shout out
to that sponsor.
That's why we're sitting here today.
That's why. Q, that sound is good. That sounds good. Nah, that's how close it's gotta be. You trying to get to queue.
Yinda. Okay. Q as miss. So I'm like, first 10 episodes, that's for you. That's you still finding yourself as a podcast host,
Yeah,
you know.
Let me write it.
So let unless if you make a really, really, really
Stupid type of thing.
big thing, then
Like
then
the thing we spoke about after episode 2.
Yeah, I won't
It don't
mention
even
it.
matter. It don't even matter what it was.
Yeah. So everything else I don't comment about, you keep it. So you work on that.
Yeah.
But in any case, I'm not even a pro as well, because like I'm still learning. Like as I said, like most of what I do, I learn from the people that are doing it. So the two Joes, if you know Joe Rogan and Joe Biden, purely because I like their styles. It's two different styles, and they both mature in what they're doing. They are both good at what they're doing.
Oh, Big Joe.
Yeah. So I look to them, and I learned from Joe Rogan that, in most people, the reason podcasting is not for everyone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, as much as we could say everyone should have a podcast, podcasting is not for everyone.
Wait, Doug, real quick, after honestly, Doug, is podcasting for me?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Don't just say that for
Nah, it is. You're an inquisitive person.
Okay.
Yeah. You ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
See, number one thing I've learned about a podcast, you have to be interested. Like,
oh shit.
if you're not interested, you're not in the podcast. Like,
okay.
The person's gonna talk, and then you're just gonna be, when is this thing ending? Let's finish. Let's stop. So you have to be interested. Number two is you gotta know how to have a conversation. Most people don't know how to have a conversation. See what you used to say to me, like ukatabantu.
Yeah.
Yeah. That comes from not being able to have a conversation.
You cut
or not
the
understanding.
Fuck out of MJ. I was editing a podcast yesterday, and you cut the fuck out of her. I'm like, whoa.
Nah, she kinda la where it was the crickets, and I was like,
You what?
I needed to come in.
Cause
no, see, this is what happens, man. You sitting there, you talking. See, this is how it should be. Let me explain this. So, let's say we have a ball,
yeah,
and I only speak when I'm holding the ball.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, I give it to you.
Yeah.
So the trick is for you to speak only when you have the ball.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta give me the ball back to do something. So you can't just. So when you talk,
when you've concluded,
and then just.
You gotta give me the ball. Don't just hold the ball in your hand.
Exactly. When you're done, what you're doing, don't just stay there with the ball. Give it to me so I can do something.
Yeah.
So it's that type of thing. So it makes it hard when somebody's answering questions to a full stop. So it's like you gotta keep interjecting, because if I don't throw in a follow up, this conversation is good as over.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. So it's easier when you have a guest who's willing to talk. So that's why, like, most people, like, if you'd come on this podcast and you ask me, what questions are you gonna ask? Fuck, I don't know. I just want to talk to you.
Just go talk.
Like, you just need to talk. Like, and that's all. And if you don't want to talk about shit, you say on the podcast, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And we move on and find something else to talk about, or you bring up something else to talk about. So, because that's what it is.
So before the podcast, you ask the person, like, is there something you want to talk about?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I ask what you want to talk about. Is there anything specific? So that, we both keep it at the top of our minds.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a conversation.
Sure.
It's just an honest conversation. So you don't come here and sit here and you're expecting to answer back in, like, I give you a question, you answer, move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, most people don't understand that. That's what ideally that's what podcasting is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel.
So at some point when you're sitting with somebody who doesn't want to talk, you'll end up looking like this guy is cutting this guy.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know, so that's what happens. But in any case, you know, everyone needs to learn how to have a conversation. And also you can't have this guy gets pissed when people's phones ring while they're sitting here.
Whose phone is that? That's your phone.
I keep.
It's my mother, dog.
But yeah, I mean, let's stop talking about that. Behind the creation, what's the vision?
Dog, the vision was stemmed from all these great people that I met this year, dog. I mean, in 2020, and like I was telling you, you could see like it wasn't really about the competition or anything, but it was like the lessons that we can throw at each other, you know. But now throwing lessons at each other, and whoever needs those lessons out there is also watching, you know. Excuse me. And it doesn't only become video lessons or photography lessons or art lessons, but like I was saying before, everything is one. So it becomes life lessons as well. So whoever can project or like transpose those lessons and make it relevant for them. Now that's what we're throwing out there. Yeah, well. But also showing Uguti, it's not just about, you know, the people, the main people. You know, like the modelers, the artists,
the subjects,
the TV hosts, yeah, bro. But like, we also got shit to say that can make you have or view something in a way that they got you viewing it, yeah, bro. Or even in a different, better way that it could relate to you.
Mostly in a different.
Yeah, that could relate to you still, yeah, bro. But whether it's showing, whether we like them or whether we like them, it's just still showing who we are. Which everyone, whether you Beyonce or whether you are Q Productions, you know, y'all got voices. Both of y'all got voices. Yeah, bro. But your voice as a Beyonce, your voice is singing. That's literally a voice. Yeah, bro. And you just have a bigger fan base and whatnot. But Q's voice is a camera. That's how he speaks to people. With his camera. Yeah, bro. But his view is still the same. It's just what he's exposed to. Yeah, bro. Now, take those two different views. Yeah, bro. You can find the similarities. Yeah, bro. But it's not about finding similarities, but just about learning something else.
Yeah, I think it's more like what you're trying to say is like you're giving another side of the story. You adding to like you showing another angle, because like I mean, if we have a Beyonce who has movies like Black is King.
Yeah, but now I don't. That's my thing though. I don't want it to end up being like, which is another side of the story. Yeah, we're being like, these people have another side of the story. We are all songs about.
No, I'm saying it's the same story from a different angle. Because, like, I mean, people will see, like, the artists, the musicians, or the models, or the actors, the presenters, hosts. Whereas, you know, the guy that's controlling the camera.
That's letting them see those artists.
Yes.
Man.
You know, they also have a say.
We'll be off the camera. So, hey, lana face, kanshani. Hey, some shouts out.
Hey, don't treat that.
I've got 2 minutes mning.
2 minutes yasimningi kanjani this place simnyama. Hey, seniyazi ukuthi why ama visuals abuya ngabikho. There's a light skinned nigga behind the camera. I'm just saying.
Anyways, yeah. Okay, sure. Kubek. Akazwakali cha.
Akazwakali kodwa yaqhubeka yakhuluma. Nonetheless, but it's fine.
Look at my waves. It's
This
a good team.
okay. We're trying to do a podcast. Yes, sir.
Now you seem crazy.
Oh shit. You dropped a number of music videos on your YouTube channel this year, which are dope.
Yeah, sure.
You dropped MJ. You dropped Verge.
Verge times 3.
Yeah. And which one? What is there another one I'm forgetting?
Music videos on my page. That was the only ones, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and then
It's
you.
not my page.
Okay, it's not on his page, but like you also dropped P Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could say that.
Yeah.
Not a dope.
And Yashna.
Not and Yashna. Rise up,
Yeah.
dog. 5. How many? That's how many?
I'm not too sure.
6. No, let's
Sure.
count them. The Verge times 3.
Yeah.
MJ. P Dog. Yashna. Who am I forgetting? Okay, you shot I True.
Hey, true.
You can check all the.
Yo.
Oh, you did a lot of stuff with
Yo,
the,
that's
with
a
the
whole
OG.
lot. The OG.
Oh, A-Mac.
Hey, Meg. Meg. Mr. Much.
Yeah.
I think I did 4 with him. 5, sorry.
Damn.
5 with him. And then Cloud. That's an unfinished one, though. It's still low. Oh, then we also did the intro with Cloud. So +2. And then with James, it was just other snippets.
Yeah.
Can't believe we didn't drop a video with
Video
James.
with James, yeah.
But it's also something that's unfinished that we shot with Jabba, because Jabba was in Joburg, and it was like it's a whole story. Supposed to shoot Love for You. Then I'm going to be working with Nakuzana Manje, Cool Z, and then Uzinhle Madelo, which is also someone I've been wanting to work with all 2020. Fuck, Zinhle.
Hey, was it? We spoke about that on her episode when she was on the GNPS.
Anyways, so who else? Yeah, nah, that was it. That was it.
I mean, like that's a lot of artists, dog. That's a lot of music.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
Visuals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Different pieces of art. That's hectic, dog. Like the time. How do you manage the time?
It's easy. I'll just drop out of school. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So, I think what I did the most, though, more than music videos this year, was actually, I did a lot of virtual concerts. That was really draining.
Yeah.
I worked with a lot of artists. It was cool. That was cool. I think I did a lot of government work, which is also pretty much a lot. I think that was the most I did this year, like quantity-wise. That was also very lucrative. So I think I am going to actually, 2021, I think I'm going to give myself like time to do that boring government shit for a while. You know,
you're gonna focus on the government jobs.
Yeah, because you get someone. I carry my stabilizer and my camera. Just it's sitting there, like when I shoot, just in my hand. Camera is in stabilizer. 75,000 rand. Did you hear that? 70,000 rand. And someone wants to come and ask you, Guti, do you do shit for free?
How much is the computer you're editing on at home? Your computer.
Now Jenna wants to name drop everything.
Nah.
Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this.
33K.
33K.
Sure.
So now we over 100K.
Yeah, already.
And still people want you to shoot for free. And how does the final product get to them? You gotta upload it on a link.
Yeah.
That's
I
Wi-Fi.
Edit it on the software that I pay for.
How much is Prem per month?
Prem
the subscription.
Is actually, I pay for that shit. Okay, I pay for Prem.
Is it
pay.
Is it $4.99?
It's $4.99. It's actually $7.99. Where you at?
Yo.
$7.99
Kabang.
Prem month.
Kabang.
Prem, just Prem alone. But of course, I don't take that package. I take the package for 1.2, where I get Prem, Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects,
Encoder.
Encoder. Yeah, I got all that shit. You know. But like, and then someone comes and disrespects you. I think it's disrespect, because someone will come and be like, it's a lot of artists as well, bro. It's a lot of artists to be on the table. I speak about this a lot on BTC. I might have Tube as my next guest.
Yeah.
I have to have Tube. I was about to say about Kev, but let me tell you. So people come and disrespect you. I'm an artist. They'll be like, bro, look at my following. I'm dope. I'ma blow up soon. Let's do some work. Your shit is dope. If I blow up, then you blow up. Then they expect me to come with this reply. They expect me to come with this reply. Okay, let's work. Because my whole career is dependent on your blow up. Let's do this. Yay! The fuck? Nah. Nah.
Hey, wait. One question. Has it happened that, like somebody whose music you don't even like, and you know they work, and they come to you and they're like, can you do something, and it'll give you some exposure?
Yo. Do you know how? It's those people. All those ones that come with that mentality, you go to your blow.
Yeah.
They're the one with whack stuff. And it just goes to show, Gucci, if you coming into the game with that mentality, your shit will never pop. And your shit is never popping because you don't sound nice. You doing your shit for clout. Clout is temporary.
Yeah.
Clout is temporary. Making that shit out of pure passion and fucking like belief, then that's when it pops. Yeah, boy. Everyone thought that Costa Teach was doing his shit for clout. Yeah, boy. Wachela abantu ukuthi no, bukan manje.
He
Phethe
said,
abantu about
let's
20.
see in 6 months.
Let's see in 6 months. Nigga dropped the album. The intro, Made in Africa. He made in Africa. Hey, he said, I don't know, but I don't go interview. Go to me.
Dog.
You could say, I guess, it's temporary, man. It dropping gum. You who's good, it's different, but it's still in his vibe. You know. He's coming out here with his music videos and dancing and doing clean ass routines. No one is doing that. Mzansi.
Dog.
Which artist is dancing on their tracks?
Dog.
Which artist is dancing and doing clean ass routines? I see the house artists, but I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the whole banging shit.
Yeah.
Talking about now these clean, like hip hop clean routines. No one.
Nah. Not even.
I got Zoral Kulek, don't say that name. Zoral. That's my nigga.
Skip Malin. Don't you know we got an episode secured?
Oh gosh.
How?
So I'm saying now, that's some shit different, dog. Nigga from Limpopo, dog. Yeah, boy. Comes here and he's trying to be as South African. And he's trying to be as African as he can. You know. I fucking commend him, dog.
Dog, I commend him from... In Kalagata, it is a big smash hit from... Angisholega Costa Teach. I'm talking about Airmandos. To the white people. They do. Anyway, bro. Whether it's rugby, cricket...
Oh, shit.
The genius in him to see what they say.
Costa teaching Kalagas.
Hi, mama. And the remix is a killer, dog.
And he just has energy, dog. Yeah.
I know. Shout out to Costa Teach.
Enjoying it, and he believes in what he does, dog.
Shout out to Costa Teach, bro. And even everything that the boy does. I mean, even his music videos. Shama Kamer. Umuntu.
Hey.
Hayi, kusenani. Bro, otherwise, I mean, let's wrap this thing up.
How far?
Unless if you want us to still go on.
No, we can't wrap it up. Q's already kicking cameras.
Yeah, I think
Kicking
ukulandela
cameras, not pressing, recording cameras.
uzobulala.
None that's upselele.
So, I mean, what's the year looking like for tiny films?
Oh, dog, it's the first of January. Ask me that, dog.
Yeah, bro.
I knew you would ask me that.
You
Yes.
know how. Yeah,
The year is looking like the way it was last week. Right. Just want to work harder than I did last week, which is what I want to do next week. Right now, I want to work harder than last week. That's what I want to do next week. Next week, I want to work harder than the week before. So on and so forth. Right? Because I know that's what keeps me going. Hard work. Hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Hard work, staying true to what I do, staying true to what I got, and just believing in me. I love my mama so much. But I know no one else is going to get me to where I want to go besides me. I will. So I just want to carry that mindset through, and I want everyone to carry that mindset through. I will. The only time you trust someone is if you spent ample amount of time with them, and you've grown to understand them. I will. That's why I'm trying to emphasize to everyone, Guti, make sure you spend a lot of time alone, because you will grow to understand yourself. You will grow to trust yourself. You will grow to know your capabilities. Once you grow to know and understand yourself, then you'll believe in yourself 100%. So that's just what I want to do. I will.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a cool closing message?
Nah, that's dope. That's good with me.
Yeah,
Grand.
that's it. That's it.
That is Tiny Films, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, I'm told behind the scenes, everywhere, in anything that you see on this channel. Make sure you do the right thing. Subscribe, like, comment. And yeah, we'll also take his YouTube channel somewhere there in the corner above his head. Click there, subscribe, like, comment, and watch all his content that he has on his YouTube. By the way, shout out to a cool show reel. Probably one of the best I've seen in 2020.
Right choice.
Show reel.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah.
It's the best I've seen in 2021.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. In 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, sure.
Otherwise, you can check out our other shows, Rugger Boys, The Checkup, Corner, all here. Do the right thing, stay safe, sanitize, wash your hands, social distance. Next time.
Hey, yo. I just want to say to all my beautiful people, that this is what I want to say. How cards are done? My card is 10. Shut up, bro.